Hi, I'm Nicola McGeady and welcome to Airtricity League TV. Joining me now is our Airtricity League expert, Raymond Doyle. And Ray, we have a full list of fixtures to look forward to this weekend. We're going to go to Oriel Park first, where Dundalk will welcome Bohemians. And Dundalk are finding form again after beating Bray Wanderers midweek 5-1. That was a great win for them and surely will give them confidence going into this clash.
I think they're in a terrific run of form, Nicola. I mean, only for a last minute goal from Shams, they could be winning 3 in a row now. Beating Go with 6, scoring 6 against Go, scoring 5 against Bray Wanderers. A fantastic result for them. Mark Quigley in great form. Just for the odds in this one, Nicola, we've Dundalk, as you say, favourites. They're 11 to 10. If you do fancy the draw in this one, it's 11 to 5. Bowes, the outsiders, are 12 to 5. It's difficult to call this one, Nicola. Bowes themselves, they've actually won their last 2 games, beating Drogheda and Bray, which I suppose would be expected. They do have an excellent away record all season. So for this one, Nicola, I'm going to have to sit on the fence. So I do fancy the draw. I think it's a good price at 11 to 5. Dundalk, decent home record against Bowes, who have a fantastic away record. I think both sides might be just happy with the draw. And that's one for this one.
Okay, well, Bray Wanderers have been on a bad run of form after they started off so well. They've lost that form and they're not going to be the favourites, even though they're playing at home against Sligo Rovers.
Yeah, Nicola, I think I gave Bray the kiss of death there a couple of weeks ago because they were on a great run of form. Their last 3 games they've lost.
I think he tipped Bray Wanderers up to win. They're now 66 to 1, just to remind everyone.
Thanks for reminding me of that one, Nicola. They have been a shocking run of form. They did lose to Dundalk, St. Pat's and Bowes. They are 10 to 3, Nicola, to beat Sligo Rovers in this game. We do have the draw priced up at 13 to 5. If you do fancy the bit of red Sligo Rovers, they're 8 to 11 to win the game. Bray Wanderers, I can't see them getting back on form with this one. I think Sligo Rovers did a great win against Shams last weekend, 2-0. A fantastic, I suppose, confidence building result for them. They drew with Derry City and they beat UCD in their last 3 games. So I'm going to go for Sligo Rovers, Nicola, in this one. I think 8 to 11 is a bit short, so I'm going to go for a bit of handicap betting again to try and get a bit more value for the folks out there. So I'm going to go for Sligo Rovers -1, so it's a handicap -1. That's 7 to 4, Nicola. I think Sligo Rovers, they have to win this game, judging by the fact that St. Pat's are playing Shams this weekend. So it's a must-win for Sligo Rovers to keep the pressure on at the top of the league. So I'm going for Sligo Rovers -1.
Okay, well, Drogheda will welcome Derry City to their home grounds. It's no surprise to see that Derry are the favourites. They're sitting happily in 4th place on the table, where Drogheda continue to struggle to pick up the points, and they're second to the bottom. How's the betting looking?
Yeah, Nicola, it's no surprise to see Drogheda. They're 17 to 2. Big price for a home win.
Another big price for Drogheda.
Absolutely. With the draw priced up at 3 to 1. Derry City 4 to 11. Big surprise, I suppose, last weekend because Derry City would really have expected to beat UCD. They didn't. They only drew the game, Nicola. So
2-2 draw.
Yeah, their last 2 games have actually ended up in a draw. So as I was mentioning, with St. Pat's playing Shams this weekend, Derry City must win this game. I think they will. Drogheda, again, they're starting to pick up a little bit, but the last 5 games, Nicola, they've actually had win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. So it's kind of it's a must win for Derry City. But Drogheda have been showing a little bit of form, but I can't see anything past the Canty Stripes in this one. So again, I'm going to go look for a bit of value. 4 to 11, a bit short for me, so I'm going for the -1 for Derry City again, and that's 11 to 10. That's my bet for this one.
Okay, well, Galway United are at home to UCD. This is probably going to be one of the more boring games of the weekend. Galway have been playing some shocking football. They're rock bottom and they're 5 to 1, which is a big price against UCD.
Yeah, what else can be said about Galway United? They put their entire squad up on the transfer list. They are an absolute free fall, Nicola. Every week we talk about them. They're now 14 on the bounce, but we can't go near the 5 to 1 to win it. The draw is 29 to 10. They're playing UCD side who've actually they're stopped a 7-game losing win from getting that surprise point against Derry City last weekend. If you do fancy UCD, they're 1 to 2. For me, I'm just going to look for a bit of value. I can't back against Galway United each week, but I'm actually going to go for the draw, Nicola, in this one. I think there's going to be a few goals actually in this one. So the draw, a 2-all draw, is a 16 to 1 shot. Don't put the house on this one, but maybe you have a few quid on this one. So 16 to 1 for a 2-all draw.
Okay, very bold, not going against Galway, but we've been giving them a hard time.
Absolutely,
late,
so some change to it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, last but not least, in fact, the most exciting game of the weekend, Shamrock Rovers versus St. Pat's. St. Pat's are ahead of them now on the table, but as Rovers are still the outright favourites. What's the betting looking like? Where's the money going?
It is the biggest game of the weekend. You know, it's first versus second. St. Pat's, because their win last week and Shams lost to Sligo Rovers, they're now top of the league by 2 points. As you're talking about outright betting, Nicola, you're right. Shams still very much the favourites of 4 to 6, and Pat's the outsiders of 4 to 1 to win the league. Let's talk about this match. It's 5 to 6 for Shamrock Rovers for the home win. If you fancy the draw, it's 23 to 10. We've seen a lot of money on that all week, Nicola. And for St. Pat's, the away side, it's 16 to 5. It's It's quite, having a look at Shams, a bit of a rocky period, Nicola. They just drew with Dundalk with a last minute equalised. They lost to Sligo Rovers, so maybe the wheels are slightly coming off the wagon on this one. St. Pat's, a fantastic run of form, 14 unbeaten in the Airtricity League. But for me, I think Shams with the home advantage is a massive advantage for them. The last time they played, it was a 0-0 draw. I'm not expecting many goals in this one, but I'm going to try and tip up Shamrock Rovers just to win it by the odd goal. So I'm going to go for Shamrock Rovers for a 1-0 win, Nicola. That's 11-2, and that's my bet for the weekend.
Okay, well, some tips worth taking a look at there by Raymond Doyle. Fingers crossed you get us a few winners, and we'll see you again next week.